Good afternoon. This is the new Agents for Change Radio, and I'm your host, Rob Bell. We'll be bringing you some of the current events that are occurring all over the country. And just like the Agents for Change network that we broadcast on a weekly basis, the Agents for Change Radio is going to be similar to the information that we get out to the public. So let's get started. One of the things that I read today or was brought to my attention was that there was some legislation that's going to be passed to give 18-year-olds a right to buy guns. Whoever's coming up with these ideas are just simply out of their mind, because it seems as if we're talking out of both sides of our neck. On the one hand, we're trying to enact legislation that limits people from being able to buy guns, and we're going to try to create this gun control situation. And on the other hand, we got legislation out there that is trying to give 18-year-olds the ability to buy guns. This is crazy, especially in the wake of violence that's happening all over this country. Why would you even try to do anything like that? That doesn't make any sense to me. So if you have the capacity or any wherewithal to try to stop this, please do. Please write letters to your local congressmen and senators and representatives in your area. And please, let's try to stop this madness. In other news today, Atlanta, Georgia is supposed to be a safe city, according to some of the officials. Well, I just, again, read an article in the newspaper this morning where some residents in the Buckhead area of Atlanta, Georgia were just shot. And that is supposed to be an exclusive part of Atlanta, Georgia. And since I've been down here in the last 4 years, I haven't really experienced any issues with residents in that area being violated. And of late, there seems to be a lot of crime that's popping up in that area. So how can you as an official say Atlanta is safe? You know, I think, again, we're erring on the side of some of these folks playing politics with people, and at the same time trying to create a situation where, because we have a lot of events that come into town and conventions that come into town, wanting to make people feel like they're safe. Well, guess what? People are not safe. And you don't have enough police officers out there, and you don't have enough people to make people or keep people safe. So stop saying that. Get up off your butt, do some recruiting, and get some police officers and some boots on the streets to actually make people safe, to actually make Atlanta safe. In other news, in Philadelphia, the beat goes on. I said in my video on the Agents for Change network last week, I would love to just wake up one morning where there's no killing in the city of Philadelphia. Well, that's not going to happen. It seems like every morning that I wake up, not only is there a shooting, there are multiple shootings, and multiple people are either getting shot or losing their lives in a variety of situations. And just the other day, the president of the United States was in Philadelphia and gave a speech, and not one time did he address the issue of violence in the city of Philadelphia. Not one time did any public official, the chief of police or the commissioner, the mayor, the president of city council, no one pressed the issue with the president of the United States in terms of what is Washington going to do to try to help that city alleviate its crime problem. You know, what really bothers me is so many people ran out and voted for President Biden under the auspices of getting 45 out of office, and we know who 45 is. And they were just so hell-bent on making that happen. And I listened to one of my mentors, and I'm not going to mention his name, but one of the things he said is it's crazy to vote for people who have not made any promises to you to do anything for you or your community. And that's exactly what happened. The president nor the vice president has not made any promises to do anything for the black community, yet and still they wanted the black community to come out in masses. And they did, and vote them into office. A lot of these other politicians in Pennsylvania and Atlanta, Georgia, and other areas in this country who were supposedly going to change the climate for blacks in this country wanted black folks to come out in masses and vote for them, and they did. And now that they are in office, you don't hear a peep out of them. Where's Ossoff? Where is Warnock? Where are all these people now that they are in office? Before they got elected, you could not turn the TV on without seeing a commercial about please vote for them because they were going to make effective change. Well, I don't see any change. I don't see any change nationally. I don't see any change locally. All I see is a bunch of whatever's been going on continuing, and nothing is being done about it from a official standpoint. And I'm going to be the agent for change. I have a network on YouTube. I've created this radio show that I'm going to post on YouTube, and I'm going to be the one that hollers about all of this madness that continues to go on, especially in Atlanta, Georgia, where I live, in the city that I come from, Philadelphia, because those are the two cities that are near and dear to my heart, and I can't sit back and just let these things happen. So stay tuned, because you're going to hear a whole lot more from the Agents for Change Radio. I'm Rob Bell, and I'll see you next time.